So, let's do this then. We wanna teleport to the cave close to the town, because it's just quicker. It's just quicker that way. So, we wanna go to an abandoned cave by the city. Because we're close enough, yeah? Bum bum bum. We do have 12 learning points, but I'm okay. We still haven't found out anything about the beast, which is curious. I wonder what the beast in Silback is. It could be an orc, actually. I wouldn't be surprised. And we are in another world right now. Oi, wait a minute. Mercenary Marvin? That's right. Okay, you can come in. What's going on? Haven't you heard? A large group of refugees have appeared in the city and the governor has declared the state of emergency. And then there's the assassination attempt on Volker. One of your runners has asked me to inform each of you to report to Lorenzo as soon as possible. You better not waste any time or you'll get fired. Open the gate! It would be cool if he said, like, open the gate a little. Yeah, there's more people here, more guards. Hello, you're suspicious. Vagrants. I see you have some interesting things on you. I like them so much that I'm gonna take them. You too? Come on. Okay. Ah. There's collision on the thing. Line is silver long. Okay, okay. Oh yeah, Adelbert, or whatever your name is. Adelard. You have any quests? No. Doesn't matter. We still aren't considered an elite, which is curious. Oi, Lorenzo! I'm guessing this is gonna start chapter 4. Oi! Who do I see? Wait, you forgot my face? You haven't been here in a while. I ain't know where you've been all this time. Well, I continue to investigate the disappearance of my brother. Any progress? One of them holed up in a camp in the swamp, known among the locals as Scoundrel's Haven. His nickname was Big Ben. He was the champion of the local arena and a terrible brute. Let's just say our conversation didn't go the way I wanted it to. In the end, I didn't learn much, and Ben himself, well, there's not much he can say anymore. If you make mistakes like that, I doubt you'll find your brother anytime soon. Better tell me when you know of Ever's Haven. Oh, Lorenzo wanted me to leave him alive, huh? Oh, it's a dive full of, oh, it's a den of scum and villainy, yeah. The only rule they follow there is to obey the orders of a man named Cortez. He's in charge. His people organize arena fights, trade illegal goods, and smuggle people. So these rats are able to nest even in places like these. Well, that's the report I expected from you. I think it's time you were properly compensated. Oh, nice. Big bag of gold. Thank you, boss. Yeah, let's not accuse them. I can see how hard you're trying to find your brother, but as they say in our line of work, time is money. We have very little time now and a lot of problems to solve. Now that the report is behind us, let's get to see the main points of our meeting. Last night, Governor Morris declared a state of emergency in the city. Why is that? A ship with refugees from Lundrum anchored near the bay. Morris wants to make sure there are no thugs or political enemies among them. For this reason, he has sent almost an entire garrison of guards to thoroughly check them. The full hopes is that by doing so he will keep the citizens safe, but in doing so he exposes the entire city to enormous losses. It's a good thing they at least gave up on the idea of shutting down the city. Then it would have at least just boiled over here. Even before the arrival of the ship, the mood in the city was not the best, and the opinion of the citizens on the refugees, well, that leaves a lot to be desired. If there's a riot on Archolos, we all lose. That's why I decided to send some of our boys to the harbour. They are to help calm down the situation and show how the guild cares for our beautiful city. So the situation is under control? Unfortunately, that's not all. Someone took advantage of the confusion caused by the ship's arrival in port and attacked Volker, one of the wealthiest men on the entire island. The assassination attempt failed and one of his bodyguards was hit by a bolt. The guards did apprehend the prime suspect, but to me, they just found a scapegoat to close the case. Okay, why does the guard care about a quick conclusion? Any day now, a royal envoy will arrive in the city to collect taxes and check if the residents are following the royal law. We're not adequately prepared for it because it will arrive earlier than usual this year. And this is where the Merchants Guild comes in. As you yourself probably know, recently there have been a few unpleasant incidents between our organization and Myrtana's representatives. Plus, the ship confiscation. We now have the opportunity to show that the Merchants Guild is an organization full of professionals, and we can solve the city's problems more efficiently than the Guard. Oh, something happened. I've already discussed everything with Governor Morris. Roderick probably went red with anger when he heard about it. So where do I go first? My guess is to the would-be assassination victim, which is Volker. You'll find his mansion in the residential district, south of the barracks. If you lose your way, ask the guards. They will direct you. What do you think of Volker? Volker has supported our contractors for years. His disappearance from the political scene will create a gap that would have to be filled quickly. Personally, I'm not fond of him, but at this point we can't let a hair fall off his head. Who's the prime suspect? Some frustrated pauper. Apparently his father owed Volker a substantial sum of money. The repayment dragged on and the boy began to stalk Volker and spread the word that his family had been cheated. Where can the suspect be found? Probably somewhere in the dungeon in the barracks. I assume he won't be sitting there indefinitely though. Before you go to him, talk to Volker and get his version of events. Are you saying someone else is behind the assassination attempt? I mean, obviously. I'm saying that the kid didn't look like an assassin to me, and the guard will do anything to close the investigation before the royal envoy arrives. Something. Why did you choose me for this assignment? You handled the smugglers in the city quite well. Unconventional methods may come in handy in this investigation. Besides, you're young, and there are still a lot of people in the city who don't know your face. Maybe you can learn more than my other boys. Okay, I'm gonna take care of it. I knew I could count on you. Come back to me when you've managed to gather some evidence. We'll go to the city hall with it and turn it over to Governor Morris. Go ahead and show how the Merchants Guild deals with such problems. I don't get a promotion? In broad daylight. Oh, we are supposed to talk to Volker first. Now, he should appreciate me, still chapter 3 though. After this would start chapter 4. Volker should like us because we did a job for him. And we actually did it good. So, did it well. So, you should be happy, yeah? You can talk to Bradley or whatever his name. Be something. You can't teach me. Yeah, you can't teach me about plates. No, yeah, at least. Bradlock, yeah. Bradlock, Bradley. It's like I'm not good in names. I'm not really. I don't remember too much. Kuno, I told you this would happen. I told you it was a matter of time, and look, I was right. And what do you think you were right about? Morris had learned nothing from the recent protests. Who would have expected that some madman? Not a madman, just people, ordinary people who have had enough of the government and its clowns looking into their purses for years. And you're still doing the same thing. Oh yeah, let's talk to Leon, cause... Oh, Kurt. I haven't seen you in a while, boy. Where have you been wandering? I was looking for Jorn. I've managed to find one of his kidnappers, but he didn't tell me anything useful. I didn't manage to do much either. A few people in the harbor said they saw him, but it always turned out in the end that they were just trying to get some gold coin. Yeah. What you doing here? All this searching and living in the city is incredibly bad for my pouch, so I thought maybe Volker could help me a little financially with the search for Jorn. Is he also your, like, buddy? Why would he help you? Like, he deals in large sums of monies. Because he's a good man. He can take pity on the poor and needy, even though he himself is the richest citizen of the whole city. I wanted to offer him my invaluable services in exchange for help with our current problem. In this situation, however, I won't bother him. Let him rest. After all, I know what it's like to have a crowd of onlookers outside your house who want to literally tear your limb from limb. Tell me more about what you've been doing here. Yeah, I'm supposed to close the investigation. I don't know why you're involved in such important matters, but isn't this a little beyond your capabilities? Anyway, that's not important right now. Maybe if you're nice and helpful, Volker himself will want to return the favor. Just remember not to offend him by accident. No, I didn't want to talk to you. I wanted to talk to... I already got word from your runners. You can go, but don't cover any tracks. Yeah, whatever. Leon, how are you doing? Politics are truly fascinating. If there were more competent people in it, not only people who want to make money, would all benefit from it. Okay. Oh wait, that was here? Bernans, hello. I see the mercenaries are here too. If Volker had kicked the bucket, old Lorenzo would have had a little problem, eh? I mean, yeah. What's the Royal Guard doing here? We're keeping the governor safe, of course. Is the governor inside? I didn't say that. In that case, why would the governor's security detail be so far from the city hall? None of the business, lackey. So the governor is here. Oh hey, Ivy's here. Hello, Ivy. I didn't think you'd change your mind so quickly. So you work for Volker? Apparently you're not the only one who can surprise people. I happen to need gold, and my current employer has a whole lot of it. The boss home? But he has a visitor. And not just any visitor. He was reportedly visited by the governor himself. The governor? That's where the guardsmen came from. At least, they're not as disruptive as the guards. Be glad you don't have to see their faces on the guild. True, but I see others instead. I'd love to get out of here, sit in some tavern and drink a cold beer, but Bradlock owes me money for my last job. Looking at the way the honourable gentlemen have been dawdling, I think I will wait here a little longer. Talk is talk, but I'm guessing you didn't come here just to admire Volker's wealth. I mean, I'm investigating the attempt on Volker's life. It doesn't really matter which we choose, I think. Because I think doing this, we're helping Volker anyway. So, yeah. Has the assassin not already been caught? A suspect has been caught, but it's unclear. if he was actually behind the assassination. That's what I need to determine. By the way, I'm considering a job offer for your boss. And yet, I was right. Lorenzo sent you away empty-handed. He claims he doesn't have the time or money to help me. Typical excuse of a merchant who sniffed out a better deal. Much can be said about Volker, but one thing is certain. He can reward generously for this dedicated service. Keep that in mind when you talk to him. Make way for His Excellency! Make way for the governor! Oh, I guess we made it after all. The chatter is over. Oh, that's the governor? Rookies first? I mean, we can talk to Morris. Hello, Morris. What's up? Hey, you! Yeah, exactly. Oi! Governor Morris? In the flesh. How can I help you, boy? Yeah, I'm investigating the attempt on Volker. Maybe you know something about it? Sorry, but I suspect at this point I know a little more than you do. I had just returned from visiting Volker, and given the stress he must have experienced, I prefer to talk more about his health and well-being. Fortunately, he's already recovering and will be happy to answer any questions you may have. Meanwhile, I must return to my duties at City Hall. Oh. Oh. I don't need to mention how anxious we are to resolve this matter as soon as possible, do I? Volker is one of the most respected people on the island, and also the richest, so the investigation better not drag on for months. But we must be absolutely certain that the convicted person is guilty before we take any further action. I'd rather not have a mob of angry townsfolk on my head. It's a good time for your guild to prove that it's useful for more than moving cargo in the harbour. Can I see your boss now? Bradlock will decide that. You'll find him in the hallway. Mad Dog. Because he's Mad Dog, but he's not a Mad Dog, he's Mad Dog. What are you looking for here? I need to see your boss. Really? And for what purpose do you want to see him? I'm here about the investigation. Investigation? The guild's chairman sent me to determine the identity of the assassin. As far as I know, the guards have already apprehended the culprit. A suspect, not a culprit. Don't know that yet. Lorenzo says it's just a cover-up. I see the rumblings between the guild and the guard continue at their best. On the other hand, Volker himself mentioned... He mentioned what? Actually, it doesn't matter. If he wants to, he'll tell you himself. Oh. Does it mean you'll take me to Volker? Follow me and keep your hands to yourself. Otherwise, you'll be saying goodbye to them quickly. What does it matter what we chose there? Alfred? Of course, there's an Alfred. Just a second, I want to read the book. Oh, it's just about Shadow Beasts, that's fine. I finally get a visit from someone whom I can forget about court etiquette. What brings you to my humble abode, young man? I was sent to solve the assassination attempt investigation. I knew Lorenzo would do the right thing. He always does. Now tell me, what do you want? Excuse me? You're in my house, boy. The house of the richest man in the city. I guess you want something in return. Well, I'm trying to find my brother. I hear you reward your people generously for faithful service. So, like everyone else, you're interested in gold? Not really, no. I'm trying to find a person close to me, but I haven't heard from him in a long time. To make matters worse, my current employers are unwilling to help me. I also know that you're on the trail of an organization. In exchange for your help, I could learn something about it. You help me and I'll help you. That's what collaboration is all about. Sounds interesting, but I'm afraid as long as the guards occupy my house, Nothing will come of this collaboration. What are the gods interfering with? It's true that I can get under your skin, but I guess I'm here to protect you. Most of them are bribed and incompetent, and the group I'm trying to work out has many informants. I'm sure there will be some in the city guard too. I can investigate effectively with a unit of potential spies in my own backyard. Okay, I guess I know what we should do. I'm all ears. I was sent to solve the investigation into an attempt on your life. I knew Lorenzo would do the right thing. He always does. Wait, that's the same thing. And what happens when we find the guilty person? Then the guards will leave your property and go to the harbor to secure it from the refugees. This is their priority right now. At best it will happen, but I generously don't believe in coincidences. I doubt the guards will leave me quickly. Why do you think that? In this case, it's more complicated than you might think. This is not about punishing the guilty and closing the investigation. What if I told you there wasn't one man behind the assassination, but a group of people? The same group that I've been trying to figure out for years. Do you have any proof? My and the others' words. If one of Bradlock's men had not happened to be in the assassin's firing line, at that moment the last litany would have been recited for my soul. This man knew exactly what he was doing. Did you see the assassin? To tell you the truth, I didn't see much at the time. The whole situation happened in front of my manor within a short moment. I couldn't see his face because he had cleverly hidden it under his hood. I remember, however, that his movements were not random. He loaded the boat and drew the crossbow with as much efficiency as if he had been doing it for years. Oh, it's the slim guy. What can you tell me about this organization? Imagine a disease that slowly but steadily rolls over an old man's body. Day by day, his strength builds until it finally leaves him. This is what the subversives are, a plague. A smoldering spark which, if not extinguished in time, will eventually burn down this city. They know I'm on their trail. That's why they're trying to kill me. If it wasn't for Bradlock and his men, they would have killed me long ago. Why do you want you dead? Isn't it obvious? I'm the only person openly talking about them and doing anything to stop them. And what do the authorities do? The authorities are sweeping the issue under the carpet, claiming there is no problem. But if there is no problem, who is kidnapping people from their own beds in cold blood? Who is blocking the decisive action to kill the beasts plaguing the villages? Oh! Wait, they're blocking? Oh. They're blocking the attempts to kill the beasts? So you're saying the guards grabbed the wrong person? This is not the first time the guard has dropped a case for their own convenience. I know this kid. He once took a loan from me, which he later failed to repay on time. Days passed, the amount grew. The man finally hit the pavement and began agitating at Selma House, blaming me for everything. The story with the crazy frustrate sounds reasonable, but I wouldn't be surprised if someone put that crossbow in his hands and told him to pull the trigger. As the merchants say, time is running out, so let's make a deal. Find out who really was behind the assassination. Present irrefutable evidence to the authorities, and you will know my generosity. Okay, I agree. Glad to hear there's someone in the city who cares about justice. If you must, talk to the rest of my men. Alfred, Bernard, and Bradlock were at the manor at the time. I can vouch for the truth of their words. Now if you'll excuse me, I need to rest. Prisoner lead, Bolthead lead, Flyer lead. Oh. Bodyguard. Oh, I'm not gonna go for the chest. Wait, so Flyer is Alfred. Bradlock is the bald head. Bernard doesn't have a separate thing. Yo, Alfred, what's up? How can I help you? I need some questions answered. Oh, of course, I'm always at the service of my master. So how can I help you, dear boy? What were you doing on the day of the assassination attempt? I cleaned up the lobby, Wrote down my schedule and filed papers. The usual things I do every day. I ask, why do you need this information? Well, the Anaxes Guild would like to help your master solve the assassination investigation. It is truly noble of you to go to this trouble. Considering your reputation, I'd sooner expect another guard. However, any help is appreciated. I will try to answer all your questions. Why is Volker called the Usurer? What? Please don't call him that. I didn't mean to offend him. I'm asking because of the investigation. I think I understand. I believe the hurtful term comes from people who can handle loan repayment. Instead of thanking Volker for giving them a hand in a tough situation, they prefer to slander him and treat him as the guilty party. But the worst part is that this insult passes from mouth to mouth, and many people don't even realize that they are insulting Mr. Volker in this way. And he is a man of many talents, wise and just, and as few people know, skilled in fencing. If the assassin hadn't been a coward and attacked at close range, Master Volker would have been able to handle him, and that boy, Norman... something. Okay, did the assassin leave anything behind? The guards who arrived on the scene immediately seized all items belonging to the suspect. The only thing I have with me are the flyers that my master's opponents hung on the fence a few days before the assassination. Can I take a look? You can even keep it. Just be warned, it oozes venom and hatred towards the better off. Do you happen to know where these people got the pamphlets? I'm guessing someone made an order for the whole batch, because you can still find them around town. Someone or the assassin? I doubt an ordinary townsman would afford such a price. It was a group of people or someone very wealthy. And if you consider them vital lead investigation, I'd look around in plazas and other crowded places if I were you. Maybe you can find someone who distributes them. Okay, have you noticed anything suspicious lately? Since the attempt, the townspeople have come here to look at the crime scene. Many of them look suspicious, but none have caught my or the others' eye. We try to look as we used to, work as we used to, enduring the presence of onlookers and guards. Life must go on. Okay, tell me about yourself. My name is Alfred, and I'm the humble chamberlain of my master. I have been providing him with humble advice and helping to manage his beautiful property for many years. How long have you worked here? Almost my whole life. I'd previously served Volker's father, and as a young lad I apprenticed under his grandfather. But since then, a lot has changed. Okay, I guess those are all questions I have. I'm glad I could help. Okay, let me drink something, because it's been like 3.5 hours since I started streaming, and I haven't drank anything. Okay. Bradlock. Is he outside now? Yeah. What do you know about the assassination? Apparently you were on the grounds of a mansion at the time of the assassination attempt. What can you tell me about the event? What makes you think I want to talk to you about that? Your boss said you'd answer my question. Besides, I'm here to help. I was where I always was, with Volker. Apparently you weren't too close to him. He was this close to getting killed. Don't mock me, punk. I didn't leave his side. And yet by some miracle the attempt happened. I mean, it happened with a crossbow. What does it matter that he was next to him? He's not a witcher. He can't block crossbow bolts. Whoever attacked my boss wasn't just some scum from the slums. Most people think otherwise. Most people are idiots. I saw the way he moved. God clearly came here for one purpose. If that kid hadn't been in the firing lane, he would have collected his last paycheck a few days ago. Tell me about this boy. His name was Norman. The kid was about your age. He stumbled here not too long ago. Stumbled? One of ours offered him a job at Volker's, and since he met the requirements, the boss agreed to take him on the trial period. There wasn't much use for him though. I tried to teach him to fight, but the shithead just wasted my time. At least he did a pretty good job as a water carrier. And a living shield. There's no denying it. Oh, I wonder if he was put here by the guys who planned the assassination attempt. Because they didn't even want to assassinate Volker. They just wanted to make an attempt. Or something that looks like an attempt. And he was just here to die. Oh, that's probably it. At least I'm guessing. I'm just calling it now. Maybe we'll see later. Do you have the bolthead with you? What the hell do you need the bolthead for? Maybe it can tell us more about the weapon the assassin fired. The guards probably got rid of it a long time ago, and if not, you'll find it in the graveyard 2 meters underground in the body of that snot. I already told you everything I know. Now leave me alone. Okay.